Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro.
Will Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford end up being the casualties of a war between Al Haymon and PBC and Turki Al-Sheikh in Riyadh season? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notification. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. We also live Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. with KQKC Boxing Network. Join the channel as a member, drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. Hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Or you can just come by the channel and debate me while I'm live. Let's get it cracking though. So, it's been a lot going on behind the scenes in boxing. And when you're not privy to the actual information, you have to provide a lot of opinions or try to use a lot of logic. You got turned into Sherlock Holmes out this bitch half the goddamn time. And some of us are better at it than others, right? But what is clear to me is that something is brewing in boxing between premier boxing champions Al Haymon and Turki Al-Sheikh in Riyadh season. I mean, this year you got Riyadh season being bumped off their date in Vegas and having to go to the Spear because Canelo and Al Haymon and PBC kicked UFC off their date. You have Lomachenko magically pulling out of fights with Tank Davis. You have Top Rank signing the Riyadh season. Golden Boy signing the Riyadh season. Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya selling the Ring magazine the Riyadh season. You got Al Haymon getting the Prime Video deal this year. You got Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Toyota Center debacle. You just got so many things going on that lets you know people are moving chess pieces, bro. People are moving chess pieces behind the board working for that checkmate. And to me, the biggest names on each side involved are Terence Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis. People like to include Canelo in that, but Canelo is like a rogue, right? Canelo is going to probably go to where whoever's going to give him the most amount of money for the easiest fucking fight. Terence Crawford is loyal to Turkey. Tank Davis is loyal to Al Haymon and Premier Boxing Champion. So whoever ends up losing this war, that fighter is going to be a casualty of it. And we already see this kind of happening with both of these guys in their division, right? Like, you got Tank in the 135-pound division. Loma pulls out, right? Shakur, he goes and he signs with Matchroom, backed by Turkey. You got Denise Berinchik signed and dealing with Top Rank, even though he's not officially signed to Top Rank, but for all intents and purposes, Top Rank is very amicable with his promoter, and he's going to be fighting the Top Rank fighter in Keyshawn Davis, basically just giving him the belt. I can't say that because Denise Berinchik can fight, bro, but he's an old aging champion, 36, 37 years old. Keyshawn's younger, faster, stronger. So Keyshawn should win that fight, but you get the point. It looks like Riyadh season, Turkey, they put Tank Davis on an island at 135 pounds. Now, what Al Haymon and Tank Davis have going for them in that situation is that he's the biggest name. He's the star. So, unless Turkey is going to pay the top-ranked fighters like Keyshawn and Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko, unless he's going to pay them $10 million, $15 million to fight bums, Tank Davis will still be their biggest bag and their biggest payday. But for the time being, he's on the island right now. And you have, and then the other thing that could be working in his favor is that as of right now, Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson, fake brothers pretending to not fight each other. I watched a video from Fanon earlier today. I think he may have made it yesterday. I can't confirm anything that he's saying, but he was talking about how he talked to some sources that he has in Houston, and he was talking about that what happened with Al Haymon and Premier Boxing Champions is they would make an offer for the venue at Toyota Center, but every time they would make an offer, a bigger offer would come in. And then they would make an offer for another date, but then a bigger offer would come in. And the Toyota Center's management would be like, well, shit, we're going to take the bigger offer for who's willing to pay more for that date. And eventually, when Al Haymon and them finally moved the venue because games were being played and their offers kept getting rejected, then all the offers that were bigger than what he was offering were small. I mean, were taken away. All of a sudden, the people didn't need that date no more. And if you tie that into what Al Haymon was able to do to Turkey and Riyadh Season and Dana White for the MGM and make them move their event to the Spirit, I can see how somebody can get to that conclusion. I just can't verify any of that, right? But I will say it is worth mentioning. And you can clearly see something's going on between these two entities. You can clearly see that shit. But what Tank will have in his favor, which is something that Terence Crawford doesn't have, and we'll get to Bud here in a second, what he has in his favor that no matter what moves are made, no matter what Turkey tries to do, Tank Davis, as long as he keeps his star power, as long as he keeps performing well at the live gate, as long as he keeps being on pay-per-view and doing the numbers that he's been doing on pay-per-view here in his last couple ones, and keeps growing, then the fighters around his weight class are not going to stop saying his name. It's going to make his name even bigger. And more importantly, he's going to continue to be God's biggest chance at the biggest bag possible. There's not another fighter that anyone could fight in or around his division that gives them the potential to make anywhere from $10 to $20 million. So he'll have that going for him. But if Al Haymon somehow loses this war to Turkey, that I believe they're having, then Tank Davis could be a casualty of it. Then you got Terence Bud Crawford, bro. And you got Terence Bud Crawford. You can clearly see with the moves that PBC is making, they are trying to make Bud come back to them. Will Bud Crawford end up being a casualty of what's going on with Turkey and Al Haymon? I've spoke on this before a while ago. But you got Jermell Charlo, champion in recess, PBC fighter. Sebastian Fundora, unified champion, PBC fighter. Excuse me. You got Bakram Murtazaliev, IBF champion. You got, who's not a PBC fighter, but his mandatory right now is Erickson Lubin, PBC fighter. And you got Earl Spence, who's getting the Fundora fight before Bud Crawford is getting it. So when you look at where Bud Crawford is at, you can clearly see Premier Boxing Champions position themselves to where Turkey and Bud gonna have to come to them. Gonna have to come to them. And it's one of those things where it could be where, hey, if you keep trying to block Tank, then we gonna block Bud. Hey, if you keep trying to block Bud, I'm gonna keep making moves and overpaying dudes to try to block Tank. As a fight fan, it sucks, right? And the politics do need to go away. And what happens is you have two trains of thoughts, right? You got the Turkey people and you got the business people. I'm on the business side, meaning the Turkey people are like, I don't give a fuck what these fighters make. I love me some turkey, turkey sandwich, turkey pie. He giving me the fights I want. Who care about the business? Just give me the fights I want. Pay the fighters what they need to fight to make the fight happen. Then you have the business people like me. I want the sport to grow. I want what's best for the sport in general. And because I was watching boxing before Turkey, before Al, I'm going to be watching boxing after Turkey. After Al, I'm going to be watching boxing until I go to my grave. And it's not good for the sport for fighters to be overpaid, for paid more than what they worth. It won't grow like that because eventually that money's going to run out and people are going to be like, nah, you need to get paid what you weigh. So I'm of the mindset people should be paid based on what they bring to the table. And the guys that want the fights, when they don't bring as much to the table, they need to go to the person that do bring to the table. So yes, if you are Madrimov, you need to meet Terence Crawford's terms. If you are Terence Crawford and you don't do the numbers that Canelo Alvarez does, and you want this fight over here or that fight over there, you got to go to where the fight is at, and you got to go get that shit. Same for Shakur. Same for Tank Davis. If you were Tank Davis, then guys got to come to you because you are the money. You are the star. So will they be a casualty of this war going on between these two? I don't know. I hope not. But it's looking like that more and more and more. And the more I watch what's going on, the more I see what people are doing and what chess pieces and dominoes are falling. It's looking like they in the middle of some shit, bro. Like, when so much shit keep happening, then I can't call it coincidences no more. You know what I mean? Loma pull out. Tank Davis venue getting fucked up. He got to move his fight. Terence Bud Crawford supposed to be the mandatory, but then Terence Bud Crawford about to make the fight with Madrimov, then Jermell Charlo champion in recess out of nowhere. Right? Terence Crawford supposed to be the mandatory for the Fundora Tim Tszyu winner, but then Earl Spence in the ring out of nowhere, and now they're making Fundora versus Spence. Oh, the UFC Riyadh season event supposed to be in the MGM Grand. Canelo out of nowhere, they get kicked out the MGM Grand. They got to go to the Spear. It's just too much shit for it not to be something. That's too much stuff for any of this to be a coincidence, because each of those moves either directly hurt Turkey and was positive to PBC, or they directly hurt PBC and was positive for Turkey. Lomachenko pulls out of nowhere. Shakur Stevenson goes to Matchroom. Those things help Turkey and help his business interests and hurt Al Heyman and hurt fucking PBC and Tank Davis badly. Fundora versus Spence hurts Terence Crawford in Turkey, but helps PBC greatly. Some shit going on. Who y'all got? I'm telling y'all, people don't. It's a war. I told y'all a while ago. It's a war brewing. I'm letting y'all know right now. Al Heyman and Turkey Al-Sheikh are fighting. They fighting like cats and dogs. Who y'all got winning the fight? Smash it, like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon.
Gervonta Tank Davis. Let Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney know y'all ain't built like that, bro.